A committee consists of 6 members, A, B, C, D, E, and F. A has veto power, B, C, D, and E each have 1 vote. F is a non-voting member. For a motion to pass, it must have the support of A, plus at least 2 additional voting members. So there's the key phrase. You got to have A plus 2 additional voting members. Let's remember that F is a nobody in this problem because F is a non-voting member. So to pass anything, you got to have A and 2 of the other voting members, not including F. So here's the question. In the winning coalition ABDE, that's a winning team, right? Because they got A and they got 3 other voting members. So they got plenty. Which of the players are critical? There may be none or more than one, so choose all that apply. Like we could have several boxes, for example. There's not just one answer. There may be, but there might be several answers or no answer. So, all right, let's see what we need to do. So critical, that's the crucial thing here. Critical means if you drop out, then the team loses. That's what it means to be critical. You're critical if you drop out and then the team loses. So we got to figure out who's critical here. Let's start with E. Or let's start with A since I'll just go through the alphabet here. Let's start with A. Cross out A. So if A drops out, then we only have B, D, and E that are left. Does that team lose if A drops out? Yes. Because remember, to win, you got to have A plus 2 others. So they don't have A anymore. So yeah, that we'll check the box. A is critical here. If A drops out, they become a losing team. So they got to have A. A is critical. Let's try the next one. What if B drops out? You know, we're doing this one at a time. So just B drops out, then they're left with A, D, and E. Does that become a losing team? No, that team's okay because they have A and they have 2 other voting members, right? D and E are both voting members, so they have A plus 2 voting members. They're okay. So B's not critical. I'll just write a little note here. If B's not critical, if B drops out, they're still okay. They don't have to have B. He's not critical. They don't lose if B drops out. Next. D. What if D drops out? Well, then they're left, just D drops out, they're left with A, B, and E. Does that become a losing team? No. That team's okay because they have A and 2 voting members, right? They have B and E along with A. So they're okay. So D is not critical either. If D drops out, they're still okay. They don't have to have D. He's not critical. Whoops. And now, finally, what if E drops out? If E drops out, they got A, B, D left. Do they lose then? No. They got A and 2 other, right? 2 other voting members, right? They have A and they have B and D, which are all A plus 2 other voting members. They're okay. So E also is not critical. If E drops out, they're still okay. They don't have to have E. So the only critical player on this team is player A. He's the only one that if he drops out, the team will lose. They've got to have A. But any one of the others could drop out and they're still okay. Only A is critical.